a statement?
Please.
So the message to our guys was a little different. You know, when we play high major teams, you want to show competitive resolve. I was glad to see that we didn't wilt, but we're trying to get our program to a standard that we're not accepting of this, and we can play better, and them understanding that, you know, a start like that against, you know, a good opponent, you're going to have a tough time crawling all the way back. It was good to see our young guys step up and make some plays. You know, this is they're our freshmen. This is their third game. You know, we're seeing what their, you know, potential is. It was good to see Dakota get going in the second half and get to the basket and make some plays. We're going to need that, and we're going to need him to continue to be aggressive. Tough shooting night for us, 3 for 15, but, you know, credit to Georgetown. I don't think we generated a lot of great ones, and this game was one on the glass. You know, those 13 offensive rebounds. You know, when you're trying to win a game on the road by giving up, you know, almost 20, you know, second chance points, I think that was the difference of the game. But credit to them. I thought Styles played terrific and got them going early, opened up the rim for them. You know, Heath made some tough shots. You know, Epps made some plays, but I'm more focused on our team and getting better.
Coach, talk about your early cut and pass game. You were able to slide, you know, rise high, slide to the rim, get some looks. Some of you completed, some of you didn't. And then what did they do? Did they jam that eventually? How did they stop kind of take you away from your cut game?
Yeah, you know, we wanted to get Heat into the paint, and I thought we were able to do that better in the second half. You know, the first half, I thought most of our offense was from defense to offense. But they did a good job. They cut us off a few times. They switched a lot tonight. So for us, we were trying to find the matchups where we were able to, you know, pound it inside, which we did have a little success. I thought we settled for too many jump shots, especially when we got a forward on a guard. And, you know, we settled for some pull-up threes that I'd rather see our guys attack and keep playing. So hopefully there's a lot of, you know, chance for us to grow and get better.
And diamond pressure was effective second half.
Yeah, we mixed it up. You know, it was effective. They got the one dunk over the top, and you know, we tried to switch it up on them. We tried to go man-to-man, run a jump. We tried to do a diamond press. We tried to, you know, have a couple different things. We went zone once and got to stop off our zone, something we haven't utilized a lot. So, you know, there was some execution pieces that I was happy with coming out of timeouts, but still got to do a better job.
Thank you.
Your ball pressure started turning them over probably midway through the first half. Stuff. You stayed with it. Was that something you saw on film that you knew that you could exploit?
Yeah, no, I mean, and that's, you know, we're down one guard, so that was one thing. I mean, we knew these young guys were going to have to play a lot today. We did feel like we could pressure them. You know, we felt like their guards, you know, have a tendency to can turn it over at sometimes, and so that was part of the plan. And then, you know, when he got down, we played with a little fire. You know, I didn't think we played as hard as we did, you know, in the second half. I thought we played harder. And with that, you know, we turned up the heat a little bit and were able to, you know, get some easy ones and some layups.
And I know it's early on for Hobbs, but most minutes he had played. Just kind of at first blush, how did you feel like he played today?
We've always been excited about Dallas's talent, right? He's a very fast, athletic playmaker with a very high ceiling. And for us now, it's just getting him to learn how to execute a plan. You know, Xavier was our
Right.
starting point guard, went down, and I'm sure you guys saw in a boot today with a broken foot. The best way to learn is through the fire and experience, and Dallas is now going to get a lot of that. I was very happy with some of the things he did, and there's still a lot to clean up. But I thought he, you know, the 5 assists is great, got into the paint. He's a very capable shooter. He made the 1-3. I think he's going to be able to make more as we go down the line. But the one thing that I've seen from him in our, you know, exhibitions in our games is the kid's fearless, and he's not going to back down.
And last 2 minutes out of a timeout, Georgetown went zone. And it seemed like it kind of got you out of rhythm. Did you feel like it got you out of rhythm? Or how did you feel like that impacted y'all down the stretch with your execution?
Yeah, you know, we had a play drawn up, and then we saw that they went zone immediately. We wanted to, you know, get a screen, but, you know, credit to Coach Cooley. He switched defenses on us and, you know, got us out of rhythm, and then Dakota settled for a tough leaner. And so, you know, that's a coaching mishap. You know, I got to do better and give them a zone play and a man play. But credit to them for making that adjustment, and, you know, I got to do better in those situations.
John Titel from Hoops HD. X is the only DC native on your roster. How disappointed was he to not play in front of the hometown fans, and any update on when you expect him back?
So yeah, he hasn't. He got the X-ray back, so he's got to meet with the doctor on Monday. So we'll have no more of his, how long he will be out. X has been our vocal and our everyday leader. He's a guy that, I want my children to be like. He is a almost 4.0 double major, cybersecurity as well as accounting. He's never had a bad day. He comes in for film as part of his process. He does extra stretching and lifting. He's someone that means a lot to our program, and his steadiness is there. That being said, I told the guys last night, this is part of the seasons. This is how this works. Adversity is going to hit everybody. Injuries are going to hit everybody. We have to, I know it's not good, but we've got to look at it as, okay, there's going to be opportunity here. And then when X gets back, other guys are going to have stepped in, getting a larger role and experience, and hopefully we can get him back before conference play and get going. But he was hurt, but he didn't show it, and the guys responded to him. And I told him for these next however weeks he's out, he's usually a coach on the floor. Now he's a coach on the bench with us, and he's gonna embrace that role because that's who he is. He's just a consummate team player and person. So we miss X, but we'll keep working and getting better without him.
Talk about Montgomery. He's a young kid. He gave you some very active minutes today. What are your expectations for him?
Yeah, I got high ceiling for all these guys. We changed the MAC last year, and with that, we knew we had to bolster our recruiting. A lot of people went with the portal. I found opportunity with some really talented high school guys, and we're going to try to grow and develop them. And Deshane, as you saw, high flyer, long athletic, made a three tonight. That was his first college three. Has a huge ceiling, and we're going to keep working to get Deshane to be a big time player for us, and he's got that ability.
So if you're willing to take on these young kids, your AD must like you, huh?
You can ask him, but we got a relationship. We have a brand new AD who's been fantastic. There is change at Mount St. Mary's that is happening. We got a brand new locker room, brand new film room. They put a video board in last week, so there's changes happening to try to elevate, because we didn't just go to the MAC. We want to go and take over, and I think we work really well together, and I know how this profession is. I got to win some games, and our alignment is there, and I think we're going to do some really special things together.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, guys.